Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today I wanted to share with you my most loved uncommon Hoyas that I'm really excited to grow during the spring and summer season. I feel as though I don't really discuss Hoyas on my channel. They're actually one of my favorite genus, but I thought it would be a great idea to share my top picks and hopefully introduce you to a couple of specialty Hoyas, so let's dive right into it. These are in no particular order, but we're going to start off with my Hoya Matilde. I am obsessed with her. Everything about a Matilde I just absolutely adore. I love their petite and compact foliage. I currently have 3 in my collection. 2 of these were purchased from sellers on Etsy almost 2 years ago, and the other one was from my most recent Home Depot trip, if you tuned into my previous video where we went plant shopping at a big box store. In my opinion, Matildes are one of my most easygoing Hoyas. It's a great addition for a beginner plant parent, or if you're someone with a busy schedule or a busy lifestyle, I would totally recommend a Matilde. I have this one trailing along my bookshelf in moderate lighting. And she's doing really well considering she doesn't have support from a trellis, which is another reason why I truly enjoy Matildes. They're one of the few Hoyas that can tolerate growing vertically. Most Hoyas grow slower without support of a trellis, but it's not really necessary for a Matilde, which makes growing her even less difficult. I also truly love how her dainty leaves complements this direction of growth. I love the splashy coloration of this particular one as well. She's one of my favorites of the 3 that I have in my collection. So far, she's the only one that's in my DIY pond mix. I keep her in this handmade ceramic dish where she sits in her nutrient water, while the other 2 I have just in a simple cocoa coir base with bits of pumice. I haven't experienced any blooms yet. My oldest one has attempted to bloom a couple of times last summer, but she's decided to go on strike instead. But hopefully this spring or summer we'll get lucky enough, so fingers crossed. Another most loved feature about Matildes are how beautifully their blooms harmonizes with their dainty foliage. They have one of the most stunning flowers ever. They're a soft pale ivory, almost buttercream color that pairs with a blush center. They have a really sweet and delicate floral fragrance, which is one of my favorite fragrances, even when it comes to perfumes, and I just can't wait to experience them. So now we're moving into a couple of more Hoyas that I have in my Milsbo. This one here is my Hoya Wilbur Grays. I desperately need to get her onto a trellis as soon as possible. She's one of the many Hoyas where support is pretty necessary. Despite her vines not having anything to climb onto, she's bloomed for me twice. And one of those times she's given me triplets last summer, but one of her blooms got caught in one of the vent holes of the Milsbo shelves and unfortunately got stuck. She didn't have any complications flowering despite her funky growth pattern. She's really resilient and forgiving. She's one of my personal favorites. Their blooms can range in color. The soft pink flowers added a really beautiful touch to the silvery leaves. Definitely a great addition if you're looking to introduce a splashy Hoya into your collection that will forgive you even if you neglect her. Moving right along to my Hoya Parasitica Silver Heart, I tend to lean towards silvery and splash Hoyas rather than the ones with veining foliage. I really love the balance of a reverse speckled Hoya where it's mostly silver with specks of green. It's just a really beautiful marble contrast that I think harmonizes really well. This one has been on my Hoya wish list for quite a while. I've had her for a couple of months now and she's been really happy and very resilient. I do allow her to dry out between watering. Majority of my plants grow semi-hydroponically. She's in a cocoa husk base with pumice. I'll try to link down below the exact items that I use to grow my collection. She lives on my kitchen counter under a built-in LED strip. I don't have any space for her under my grow lights, but moderate lighting seems to work just fine for her. She's just absolutely gorgeous to look at. Once she grows a little bit more mature, I plan to give her a trellis so that she can really flourish. Just like the Matilde, her blooms are a delicate buttercream color with subtle pink center, which makes a beautiful duet with her silvery foliage. Really quick sidetrack, one of my monstera albos just gave me this beautifully marbled variegated leaf that I just had to share with you. She's been a bit of a slow grower because she's a mid-cut, however, she's the only stable variegation albo that I have. This is an absolutely stunning leaf to start off the spring season. Following is my Hoya verticillata silver heart. This is another compact foliage Hoya that's excellent if you're someone with very limited space for plants. It's adaptable and versatile in a range of lighting conditions from bright light to low light areas. I do currently have this one growing in my Milsbo under grow lights, but previously I had her in a more shadier area. It has a more distinctive growth pattern. It grows in a circular arrangement, giving a spiral effect as it matures, which is really visually interesting. She has a very subtle veining that also adds a really nice touch to her beauty. Another favorite of mine for this particular Hoya is the fragrance of her blooms. They're slightly sweet, almost like honey, and the scent doesn't get overwhelming. Lastly, we have my Hoya globulosa. There are a couple of reasons why I absolutely adore this one. Even though it's not silver, it has a really unique shape and texture. Its fuzzy foliage and oval shape with slightly ruffled edges adds a special kind of beauty. She's one of my strongest plants. There's been a time where I have went a bit over a month without watering her and wasn't giving her enough light. She went through many different adjustments without any issues, which is great. She was able to survive all of that, but also shows her resilience and stability, which makes her beginner friendly. The flowers that she blooms are a soft coral, light marigold color, almost like a soft apricot, and I'm hoping that I get a chance to experience this. In my opinion, Hoyas require minimal care with a one of a kind reward, which are their blooms. They have longevity, they can go for long periods without watering and still look great, which makes them ideal if you're someone with less time to devote to maintaining plants. They're also great for growing in limited spaces since majority of Hoyas have a compact growth habit. Luckily, uncommon Hoyas are just as easy to care for as common varieties, which makes growing them a lot simpler. You don't have to worry about a complicated care routine, which means you don't have to stress about your investments going to waste. Whether you're a plant pro or just stepping into the plant world, I hope that you find this video helpful, and until next time.